We hadn't even left the course and somebody killed a cone already. Good morning from Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. I was just here the other day shooting the IMSA racing weekend, but I'm back today for something a little bit different, where instead of filming, I'm gonna be driving, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. I didn't know they were gonna feed us breakfast, so this is dope. Nice coffee. Excited to see how this day goes. We have a classroom session and then we're gonna drive cars. And I'm very excited because I've never done the driving part. People ask me all the time, they're like, Mark, have you ever thought about driving? Because they see my videography and I'm like, no, I haven't thought about that. It's not really something I think I want to do, but I'm very excited to give it a try today because it's just road cars, right? But I did a hot lap once with a pro driver and it wasn't really for me. I realized pretty quickly I was never going to be a professional race car driver, but I'm excited to try this out. Maybe learn some techniques that I can take into driving on the road, in certain scenarios, responsibly, of course.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do things here at the High Performance Driving Program.
And what we want to do is enhance your driving ability through skill developing exercises. And we've got 4 of those exercises out there. You probably saw the guys who are setting up over here in the paddock area. There's 2 exercises over there. There's going to be 2 exercises out on the track.
So we just had our classroom instruction. I'm just getting some extra studying in here. I feel like I've worked around racing long enough that I understand this, but I think it's going to be very different when I'm in the car and not standing outside it with a camera. So I am nervous. They said don't be nervous, but I'm nervous. So you can hear the radio with the instructor. We've got right into these exercises. That's Sylvain on the radio. We're just doing this braking exercise where we're just driving in a straight line and experiencing what it feels like to completely slam on your brakes all the way down. And we're just kind of building up the speed slowly and going at different speeds. We started at 30 kph. We're going to continue that and just see what happens with the car, just to get a better understanding of what your car can do.
It's very hard to brake before the gate. I want you to start braking at the gate. Good. Hear the radio. Go first car. Full gas. Full. Hard brake to stop. Hard brake. Push. Hold down first car. You're not aligned with my cone. Where was your eye?
Almost missed. So Sylvain's been on me
car, your turn now.
a few times for my braking because I wasn't braking directly in a straight line during the one exercise, but I didn't understand the reference cone thing. I should have been paying better attention, but I was too busy being, making content. I'm getting some new instruction here for the next exercise.
Yeah. Gentle. When you start sliding with the front like you did, you need to ease on the pressure. Okay, turn around now.
This first section is like this carousel, which is a little bit interesting. You got like a double apex, and then we're gonna come into the next section. I've got a brake marker on my cone, but the thing is, they explained to me, I always wanna be looking where I'm going and not at the cones. You want to look at the exit of the corner. I'm actually going to take this curb here because I think that seems fun. There we go. Use all the track on exit, all the way right up to the grass in here. Honestly, all my years of playing video games has really helped. Up over the curb, boom, I almost caught the car in front of me. I wish I had a camera facing out at the same time. That was fun. All right. My wife is not going to enjoy when I want to get a car to go lapping. This is a lot of fun. I've never done this before. So we just got to the end there. We're just driving back now, and he, the one instructor gave a note saying that we need to calm down a little bit because I was catching the car in front of me pretty quickly, and he said, you're just supposed to drive the track and just use the lessons. Don't try and be a race car driver. So I've picked it up pretty quickly, apparently, and I need to slow down. So we're going to get at it this afternoon, though, with some full laps. I'm really excited. So we finished up lapping, and I'm still here in this awesome Lexus RX 500H, and we're going to do some slaloming now, which I've never done before, so this should be fun. Lots more learning going on. It's also, the sun has come out. It's been a beautiful day. It rained all morning. The track's starting to dry up, so looking forward. But I really enjoyed that lapping session, and yeah, That's not good. That feels like it's a gateway to something else, to continuing to do that. So had a lot of fun though. Let's move on to some slaloming now. First run down, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, but I have a feeling they're going to make it a lot more difficult as we go. But yeah, that was like to trick you, to get you like all comfortable, and then they'll just make it harder, trust me. I'm going to take a little bit more speed this time. They keep telling me that, like, as much as this is an SUV, because of the rear wheel steering and everything, like, I should feel pretty good to give her. So I'm going to give her. Okay, so my third run, even better. I went a little bit faster. I think I'm really gonna give her on this fourth run because I'm feeling pretty confident. I felt good over when we were doing the slight like lapping through the corners. This seems pretty easy, so I'm gonna go a little faster this time. We'll see what happens. I just finished doing the slalom, and the guy from Lexus came over and he said, "How are you enjoying driving it?" I said, "It feels amazing with the rear wheel steering and all that." And he said, "Let me show you how to put it in sport mode." So it wasn't even in sport mode, and it was driving that well. So now I'm excited to see how it drives when it's actually in sport mode. So we put it in the sport mode. I just did my first 2 runs with it, and it feels so much more planted to the ground. The instructor just said, like, your car, like the body roll is planted, even though it's a bigger SUV. It is fantastic. Just driving it through that lane avoidance course is really cool. Like, just feeling the way the car reacts to when you turn it, the responsiveness just feels so stable, even when you're at high speed and when you're braking. Like, it's awesome. But the accident avoidance is finished. So I had to throw my hat on backwards here so I don't lose it in the wind. It's really windy today. So we finished the accident avoidance, and I also snuck out, of course, and did some filming because it's me. I'm not gonna not do some filming when I'm at one of these events. So broke the camera out, got a few slow motion shots. Hopefully they look all right. You can see them on your screen right now. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I think it's pretty much time for lunch. So we're gonna just hop inside, have some lunch, which is catered by the winner of Top Chef Canada. So I'm really looking forward to that. Should be fantastic. And then we've got some lapping and stuff this afternoon, which I am really looking forward to.
How's it going? How are you? You have the OG F Sport. I see you ripping it. How's it going? Please help yourself.
So everyone else is still having lunch. I decided to come out here where all the cars are all lined up, set up the gimbal, and just get some nice static shots. Because like I said before, like, I'm at this Lexus event to drive, but like, I'm obviously gonna bring cameras and make content. Like, it's what I do. So we just finished up having lunch, and now we're just waiting our turn to go on track with the instructor sitting in the car with us. So we're gonna do full laps of the driver development track. They only have so many instructors, so we're just waiting our turns right now and going in small groups, which is giving me some time to get a few shots and hang out here and enjoy more of the food and drink that's inside. So it's been nice. There's a lot of amazing Lexus owners here and people I've been hanging out with and just chatting with that are just, you know, just love cars. And that's the one thing I find with the car community, as much as we all have different tastes and different things. And I'm more a motorsports guy than a car culture guy, but we all just have this love of cars, which is really cool. So it's been nice to just chatting with people, and hopefully in a few moments I'll get my turn to go out on track with an instructor.
So I'm going to try to talk you through the corners.
Okay.
There's 3 parts to the corner. There's a turn-in apex, there's the apex geometrical center of the corner, and there's an exit apex pylon. We want to be close to all of those, within a foot or less.
Okay.
So we're good to go here. So here we're going to stay to the left.
Yep.
That's your turn-in pylon. All your braking gets done before that. Okay, brake a little bit, off the brake, and start your turn. This is one arc. Hold that arc. Just hold that arc. And let the car drift out. Now unwind the wheel. Let the car drift out. Squeeze the throttle. Okay, that's good. Now we're coming to brake and turn in. And this is one turn also. So we got to stay out a little bit here. Stay out a little bit. That's it. See the dark patches?
Yep.
That's right in here, and you're right beside this cone here.
Okay.
Squeeze the throttle. And here again, we're going to turn in pylon. So brake now, and then turn it in. Get close to this cone. So squeeze the throttle now, and let the car drift to the outside. Don't choke the wheel.
Yep.
And now you're coming across. You're going to be within a foot of this one, and you're going to squeeze the throttle. And here's your, is perfect. It's exactly where you want to be. Your brake before. You're looking ahead, and turn in, and let the car drift out. Hold it arc, and now you can see the window opening up here.
Yep.
Okay, so and there's your exit. You'll find that once you go faster, the car will drift. It'll take the whole track.
That's the thing, they say you gotta have more speed, right?
Yeah, but it's difficult to do it when it's at slow speed, but I'm just trying to show you the line anyway. So we stay out here. There's your turn-in pylon here. Okay, so in we go and squeeze the throttle when we get to that point. Now let the car drift out. Here we want to make this a straight line through, so bring it over, bring it to the right a little bit. That's good. And go. To keep on the left. Brake in a straight line. Touch the brake. Turn in. Nice and smooth. That's it. Squeeze the throttle a little bit. Just squeeze it a little bit. Gently. And then now we're going to squeeze the throttle and exit pylon here, and away we go.
Perfect. Right, so that was awesome. I wish I had another camera facing out so you could have seen the lap, but decided to have it facing me so you could get all of Len's great coaching that he did there. That was a lot of fun. That's really the first time I've ever driven on a racetrack. It was obviously just in a production car, but just driving on a track and having an instructor explain to me how important the smoothness is, how you feel the car roll through different parts of the track and getting your steering angle correct. It's actually really interesting, and now I'm gonna, I think, approach my motorsport work in a different way, understanding more of what the drivers are experiencing when they're in the cars. And it might even help my videography, who knows, just having a better understanding of how cars are going to go through a corner and what angles they might take and what lines they might take. So that was amazing. It was an absolute blast, and it was in an SUV too, which is crazy. Like, it was in the RX 500, but that was unbelievable. Had such a great time out there with Len, so thank you, Len, for that, and thank you, Lexus, for having me out. It was amazing to drive a race car, or drive a car on a racetrack. It was amazing to drive a car on a racetrack for the first time, so that was an absolute blast.
That's it. Roll under the gas. Get on it, get on it, get on it. Smooth, back. Back, over. Don't go off the edge of the track. Much better.
That felt really good,
Yeah, okay. Hard on the brakes. Hard, hard, hard. In deep, turn now. And accelerate now. And this just becomes a nice straight up to the bank. At this speed, just lift.
Yep.
Go in deep, 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 deep. Now cut across.
There we go.
Now roll into the throttle.
That was awesome. That felt great,
Yeah. Squeeze here. Off, turn the wheel, off the brake, start giving it some gas. Gas, 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 gas. Get her, get her. That was a throttle steer, that's perfect. And then lots of brake here, in deep, and then cut it right across, because this is an ugly corner.
This is like the hardest one on the track for me.
Oh gosh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy good.
Really good.
Down, off, turn. Just everything smooth, everything out. A little bit of a lift is just like a brake.
Okay.
And it's okay to do that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about lifting and coasting, if that was something that you guys teach or...
Yeah, you never want to coast, but you always want to be on throttle. Here you don't want to accelerate like that, you just want even throttle. And then here you punch it. As soon as you hit the apex, then you can drive it out. Yeah, awesome. This is good positioning. Pick up the throttle now. Just you roll in nice and smooth and gentle. Well done.
So I've just finished my last lapping session with the instructor. I had Rob go with me that time. And I have to say, like, he said I was pretty much on the limit of what this SUV can do on track. He said there's maybe a little bit more performance we could squeeze out of it, but it's pretty close with the tires that are on it. It's just regular road tires. There's nothing crazy. Driving on the racetrack for the first time has been amazing, and like, again, could be a gateway to this being very expensive for me in the future, because I definitely want to do this again. So we're gonna go now for some hot laps in some high performance vehicles, which I'm really looking forward to. It should be cool. We'll see how that goes and see what my facial expressions are like when we see the POV. So did the hot lap in the IS 500 and was definitely getting thrown around a lot while trying to film with a GoPro and my phone. I can't wait to see the reaction video. I'm sure you're seeing it right now. Definitely better than the first time I went for a hot lap with a professional driver, so I'm getting better, but just feeling the performance of that IS 500 versus the RX 500H that I had, like we were squeezing every bit of performance out of that, you know, SUV, but then going in what is basically a sports car, an F-Sport vehicle, like was insane. Like and even just seeing it out on track when the other people are out for their laps. There's also an LC 500 out there. Unbelievable. Just feeling the performance of that car. You can feel the bumps of the track more. It's just wild. That was amazing. So we're all wrapped up here at the Lexus High Performance Driving Program here at CTMP, and honestly, it was an absolute blast. Big thanks to Lexus Canada for inviting me out. Amazing to get to come out here and drive this awesome RX 500H. It was unbelievable. And just seeing all the different vehicles, the LC 500, the IS 500, and just these Lexus owners just having a great time and learning what their vehicles are capable of, you know, it was an awesome experience. I had a great time. It was something very different for me. Of course, I did sneak in some camera stuff, as you know, of course I was going to, but it was a lot of fun. Just come out here. So again, big thanks to Lexus Canada. It's a really cool event. You can check it out on Lexus Canada's website. It's the High Performance Driving Program for Lexus owners. It's very affordable. You can bring a guest with you and you get a full day, 8 hours of learning high performance driving. And there was awesome food, breakfast and lunch. So I had a great time. And again, you can check it out at lexus.ca. Just follow the links and you'll be able to find the High Performance Driving Program, or do what I do and just pull up Google and type in High Performance Driving Program, Lexus Canada, or Lexus Canada High Performance Driving Program. Like, no one knows URLs anymore. Just go to Google, type that in. Google is your friend. But that's a wrap. It's time to head home. And again, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you have any ideas for stuff you want to see in my next videos or in my race vlogs, whatever, leave it all in the comments below. Any questions that you want answered about motorsport videography or anything like that, just leave it in the comments below and I'll try to get to them. I love hearing from everybody. And again, like, share, subscribe, goes a long way. We'll see you in the next one.